Hello everyone, this is JFA from GU Masters, and this is my first streaming in English language, so this is exciting. Besides, we're having to host today a very special guest. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen, and this way we can all welcome our guest. So, not sure this is working as intended. Let me check as we are live. This view is better. So, TeaTime, can you hear me? I am not sure if he can hear me or not. Let me check. All right, so he's telling me that he cannot hear me right now.
No, I can't hear you.
Okay, I can hear you perfectly, but I am not sure. Let me check. This is life-threatening things not happening. All right. Luckily, we are not a lot of people yet, so this is not a big problem. All right, you are right with that. He's telling me that he could open the stream in a different tab, but in that case, there would be lag in our communication. I'm not completely sure how to solve this.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you through this.
All right. Not sure if. Well, you can hear me perfectly, I guess.
Yeah, I can hear you through this now. Can you hear me through this?
All right, I can hear you also. So my question is, can our viewers hear us both? That's the key question right now for me.
Let me check the stream. Hello?
So probably we both need to speak a bit to make sure that...
Yeah, I think it works fine.
All right. Then I will need to research a bit more to make sure that there is no need to use this solution.
Clay is streaming right now too. How's your day?
All right. Well, my day has been fine so far because it is reasonably early here in Spain. And I was trying to introduce you some minutes ago So this is a good moment to explain a bit about who you are. For anyone who doesn't know TeaTime, he's a very strong player. In fact, I'm gonna just share my screen for a second, and I can just show you that he's in the top 100 of Infinite Mana. In fact, in the top 50 players, which is no little
I
thing.
was top 20 before my vacation.
All right, top 20. That's
it was kind of rough.
Awesome. Amazing. And I was trying to explain before that this is the first time I stream in English. I stream normally in Spanish. And the first time I have a guest, so this is quite exciting today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So no, thank you for your time. So going back to the previous screen, just one fast question. My player name is not very original. JFA are just the first letters of my family name and surname. Why TeaTime as a nickname, if I may ask?
So honestly, just I'm not that creative. Like my cat's name is Cat.
All right.
And my dog's name was Dog. The first letter of my name is T. My name is Taylor. And then I was just like, okay, so the first letter, and then it's kind of like a pun because, there's a lot of drama in the GU community, and like sharing the T is kind of an expression for like sharing the drama. So I thought it kind of worked.
All right. I think it works. Yeah. So perfect. That's good to know. All right. Just some very fast questions. When did you discover GU and how?
On Reddit, just in like the R cryptocurrency, somebody like talked about it with like daily play to earn, and I was just starting to stop playing basketball. I was training to like play professionally.
All right.
And then I had a lot of time after I quit, and I didn't really know what to do with myself. So then I hadn't played video games since I was 12 years old, I think, 13 years old. Was the last time I played a TCG, actually. I played a couple video games after, but not for years. And then I picked it up, and it kind of scratched the competitive itch of giving up the sports. And then I started playing kind of a lot.
Amazing. So we have something in common. I have never been a pro basketball player, but I love basketball also. So that's good to know. That's cool, definitely.
What's your team?
In this case, I prefer Real Madrid here in Europe. And in the NBA, that's a difficult choice because I discovered basketball back in the day when Michael Jordan was signing. Then it became big time for Shaq and Penny Hardaway, for example, Magic. Golden State were crazy those times. So my preferences regarding NBA have been changing through time because I've been more interested in some players that really in franchises. But well,
yeah, kind of the same for me. Was Luka on Real Madrid or was he on Barca?
In Madrid. He's a devoted Real Madrid supporter.
I gotcha. I love Luka. He's so good.
He's a real crack. It seems that there is
Did you see him live when he was playing there?
Not live, but lots of games because, as I said, I follow Real Madrid. Mainly basketball. I'm not a big soccer fan, but I do love basketball. I discovered my passion for basketball when Sabonis was playing here in Madrid, so a lot of years ago. I'm not so young.
Oh. Yeah, like the original Sabonis, not his kids, right?
That one, all right, that's correct.
Yeah, the old Sabonis, yeah. That's cool, yeah.
It is fine. So, coming back to GU, I think that you, of course, play all gods or archetypes. But you are probably main Magic. Is this correct?
Yeah, I haven't played Magic that much recently, but like I think being part of a good player is being able to like at least pilot every god pretty well, and you kind of have to do that if you want to know how to like beat every god, of course. Um, I would say recently I've really found an archetype or god I really, really, really enjoy playing, so I just kind of play a little bit of everything. The most fun I have is playing just mill board wipe, because I don't know, I think it takes a lot of strategy, but it's pretty bad right now in the meta. I can't really make it work. It's like I have no idea what I'm going to play this weekend.
All right. Well, you have time to think yet, so there is no need to rush.
Yeah, I mean, some good strategies for that too is like Gods Unchained right now. Do you know that site?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, like if you are going to play your weekend, you just look in the last hour what the meta is and then just build to counter that meta, right?
That's correct. That's the smart strategy. I always try to explain that, and that in these kind of games, finally we try to beat the meta. That's the main objective, finding decks that work correctly against the most popular decks in the meta game at the moment. There is no evergreen decks. Meta is continually changing, and we need to adapt and adjust to the new metas.
Yeah. What is your favorite deck though, or favorite god? Do you have one or?
That's a good question. I've loved playing Amazons, although Amazons have not been in meta for a lot of time. They are barely playable now. And that's interesting. The gods I've played more often, I think, that are nature. As a beginner, that's something that probably we all have done. Cazeta45, good morning, welcome. I've played a lot of war, mainly when war was very strong, Control War and so on. I've enjoyed playing also Big Relic War, mainly because I think
so strong.
It's quite a flexible deck. Right now, one of the main issues for me is that I have a strong feeling of rock, paper, scissors. With some decks, you do great against others, but you are clearly unfavored against its counters. And Relic War has been quite adjustable. If you are facing a control deck, you need to rush and find your combo as soon as possible. If you are facing an aggro deck, just the opposite. You need to look for tools to control the board, the mulligan and first draws, and then you need to get time to reach your win condition. And I've really liked that. This said, in the last weeks, it has not been working so well for me. Probably because meta has adapted. There are much more frontliners around and relic removal. There are some decks that are back in the meta, like zombies, that are difficult to beat with Relic War, probably. So I'm trying to play.
Do you have the whale Relic War or no?
Yes, I do. With a full deck with Scythes of the Harvest and demos and all those things. I have the cool version.
MML, I think, is really, really important now for the list.
I just miss one Magic Missile Launcher. I have one. Having another one would be perfect, but that's the only card I miss, I think.
Yeah, so pretty complete, yeah.
Yeah, of course. All right. So, are you ready to analyze some games?
Yeah. Do you want to share your screen here so I can see, or
yes?
So there's not the delay. Yeah.
Yes, I'll try. Let me open before the video recording of the games, and then we can go ahead.
Perfect.
So in fact, this is the origin of this stream. We were talking and we said, why not analyzing some games? So post-mortem analysis are we talking about? And well, the idea seemed cool, so why not? This is something we can try. So I'm opening.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, please.
Oh, I was gonna say that like most good players I know, like even some of like the very, very, very top players, like top 10, top 5, they all go back and watch their games and like find misplays all the time. Like everybody misplays a lot in this game still. Maybe like one in every like 50 games you play perfect, but there's always some line, even if you won, that maybe was suboptimum or you didn't consider something. So I think you learn a lot from watching more than playing even maybe. It's just like sports, right? Like watching film, you learn way more than playing in terms of the mental side of it.
Absolutely. In fact, I have some background as a chess enthusiast some years ago, not recently, and analyzing your own games is essential. So I always say that GU has been my first my first TCG, that's right, my first trading card game, but I have some background in strategy games. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen now, and theoretically we should all be watching the video. This is the first game of round 1 for me at the Infinite Mana tournament, all right? And I am playing...
So I'm watching it on your Twitch right now. You're not sharing it on your Discord, just so you know. So there might be a slight delay.
All right. Yes. Not sure if I can share
If you click the share your screen and then you click
all right
screens, and you can do it that way, and then there's no delay.
Give me just 1 second.
Oh, right now I'm above fake news on the ranking. I didn't see that. Really close. He's a really strong player too.
I'm trying to find I think it's this one. All right. So are you watching my screen now through Discord?
Perfect. Perfect.
All right, awesome. So here we are. We're ready, I think.
So why did you decide on light?
That's a good question because, well, as everyone, when playing a tournament, I had a look at my opponent's GU Dex profile. I saw that he has been playing a lot of death, both zombies and heirloom. Also, aggro deception. These are all strong decks, obviously. And I thought that Control Light could work nicely against this kind of decks, if lucky. We all know that Hidden Rush can kill extremely fast. So I said, all right, let's try this and see what happens. This deck is the creature-based version, all right? It's not the spell-based version that some players have been playing. I've been playing it for some time too. But I prefer this option. I think that the first player who came up with this was J-Rock, I think.
Yeah, J-Rock is my IRL friend. Like, I've known J-Rock since I was
all right,
11 years old. I introduced him to Geo, actually.
Okay, so I had no idea. That's cool. And J-Rock is
every
also,
Sunday we do his weekend together on his stream.
Okay, he's also a very, very strong player, so that's amazing. Okay, so let's begin. Let's go ahead and see how...
So I know the list really well, because every weekend I do it with him.
All right. I have like, I don't know, 3 or 4 games that I think are interesting enough to spend some time with them. We are now at round 3, but I have finished round 3. I won round 1, I lost round 2, I won round 3. How are you doing? I think you are playing too the tournament.
Yeah, I won round 1 2-0. I won round 2 2-0, and then I have round 3 tomorrow.
Okay, that sounds good. Anytime if you want me to stop the recording, just let me know, all right? So as you see...
Mulligan made sense. Yeah. No, nothing there.
This is a short game, to be honest.
It means probably didn't go so well if we're control light.
Correct. I think that always the games you lose normally are more interesting to analyze because normally you've done something wrong. So in this case, I really have no cards to fight for the board, so I have
Should we, you can pause? I don't know if it's right, but first thing I would say here is maybe the play was Yukos, because then it makes the lights levy live next turn. It's worth considering.
Yeah, probably you are right. That would be useful because it makes my hand useful and I receive less damage. So I think that's very reasonable. So as I said, defeats are always interesting because there is something you can learn, and probably you're right. I like the idea. I think it makes sense completely.
Because if we Yukos, we save 2 health, and then we have a play next turn instead of we have to waste our pip or one of our pips, and Highborn just gets traded for 1 card, and now it gets traded for free because of Moonlight Charm.
You're right, and well, we have no relic removal, so this is not looking great. But you're right, if I had done that and played Yukos, situation would be much better right now. So as we all can see, just this decision in round 3 is this round 2, I think it's probably conditioning the result of the game. So as you said, I have now to play Highborn Knight, I think.
Yeah,
and it is traded.
It feels really bad.
Very easily.
Because he just trades and then pumps and clears it for free, basically, just 1 card.
Correct.
He Wildfire or something?
Not yet.
Wildfire is the worst thing that can happen to us, basically. Okay, so he doesn't have Wildfire. That's good, at least.
Yeah, that's something. So we are waiting now.
That's okay. You gonna guild?
Yeah, I'm gonna guild. Unfortunately, with Relic, he can kill the Enforcer easily, so it's really not very effective.
So maybe here again was an opportunity where we have to Yukos, pip the Inquisitor, and then steal the 3/4 because it becomes a 2/4, and then he has to trade in the Underbrush Boar, which he can make a 7/4, but if he trades it into the Guild Enforcer, then it's a 7/1, and then we can trade one of the 1/1s into the Underbrush Boar.
Yeah, I think I didn't consider Yukos plus Phatic Extortionist enough, but this again would have been better than playing the Enforcer. First, because the Enforcer can be easily trade it.
Yeah, it's a free trade.
And second, because he may have lightning strike, and that's even worse.
Yeah.
Which is in
So
fact,
I think that's probably the big mistake is not using the Yukos Inquisitor early. Yeah.
And I think that from this moment, there are no easy solutions.
Here?
I am far from using anything like Lysander's Mercy or anything like that. I don't think I have 6 cards in hand, but my opponent controls the board, and I don't think that there is much to do here.
If we highborn, he trades in 3/4, hits us, we die. If we duty, we only have a highborn and a guild enforcer, right?
So I finally play Extortionist, but it's too late.
Yeah, and I think it's a bad time because now your Yukos is dead, extra dead, right? Because now you destroy your own board if you ever play it. Yeah. In this game.
Correct. This is
so
the end.
If you notice, like, if we go back to the beginning of the game, if we had done the Yukos Inquisitor turn when he had the 2/3/3s, he only played like 4 creatures after that. I don't think he ever kills you in time, and then I think you win the game because he only plays like the Jag, the underbrush board, the 3/4, and a 1/2.
Yeah, this is the moment, as you pointed out. This is the moment when I really should have played Yukos, and next turn Extortionist.
And then if you do that, the next turn Inquisitor, I think you probably win this game because it slows him down so much because he does so much damage with the underbrush board. The underbrush board does like 15 damage by itself, I think.
All right, so biggest takeaway of the game: do not ignore Yukos plus Frederick Extortionist in a scenario like this. Honestly, I didn't play well, so I deserve to lose this game.
Yeah, it's okay. That's how you learn, like you said.
All right, so let's go for another one. Let me just for one moment change.
Did you notice that misplay when you watch it back or no?
No, I didn't watch it back until now, so
it's good. Worth talking about then.
All right, so now let me pick the second game. I think that can be interesting.
What is GU Masters, by the way? I know it's in your tag, but I don't think I've ever gone.
All right, so GU Masters, I'm gonna show you right now. Just in case you have not visited the website. So I'll be sharing my screen in 1 minute again.
Okay.
Well, I think you are watching my screen.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, Discord, I can see that.
But our viewers are not. All right. So wait. Not so fast. No, don't close the. All right. So I'm gonna share my screen again with everyone. Which is this option, and now we are here. So this is GU Masters. This is a humble website that I've been managing for some time now. Really, it has been addressed to the Spanish-speaking community. I try to just speak about the game and news regarding the game. There is an English version, but it's really not good, mainly because the plugin I've been using has given me a lot of trouble. But well, you can just have a look if you are curious.
Yeah, I'm on it right now. I'm looking now.
And
it's cool.
Let's see how it goes. If the game grows, the site can grow with it. If not, I'm just enjoying the journey, so this is fine.
Yeah. I like it. It's the best mindset to have, I think.
All right, so let's go back to the game. And this is a game, this is the second game of the second round of the tournament. In this case, I'm playing against, let me check. It was WK. The first round I played Control Death. It went well, and I had again the same dilemma. What shall I play? Because I am going to face probably zombies or maybe Hidden Rush, something like that. So this was probably a risky decision going ahead with Big Relic War, which is the deck I'm gonna play.
Yeah, I play this deck kind of a lot, so I have a lot of experience with this. Okay, so first thing, mulligan here.
Yeah.
If we go back to the start, I would do a little different, I think.
All right.
If you have two weapons, I probably am never keeping Whetstone in my hand unless I get Unrestrained 2 and then we just kill them. So here, I think I would probably get rid of Scythe over Whetstone because you don't want two weapons in your hand. And let's say you get rid of Whetstone and another Scythe comes up, you're in probably a worse decision, I think.
Yeah, in this case, I agree with you. I normally don't keep Whetstone unless I have Unrestrained and I want to keep any of that. In this case, I'm gonna search just for tools to try to control the board. So maybe you're right. Maybe probably refusing.
Because if you only had one weapon, then yeah, I agree. But because you have two, I think it's more important to get a weapon out first. Because then we see the next part. I think you get another weapon.
That's
yeah,
right.
And now it's like, oh my god. And now if you had... Now you probably have to get rid of another weapon. Oh, you get rid of Unrestrained.
Yes, because I am more worried about the board than about getting the combo fast. Mainly because...
can zombies kill you by turn 5? I don't think they can, so I would maybe keep Unrestrained and just race. He probably doesn't play Frontlines, is my thinking, you know? And I can just kill him on turn 5, turn 6.
As far as he doesn't draw relic removal or he doesn't bite from the Sanctum. By the way, Darius, good morning. I've seen your question. Maybe later we can try to talk about it. Ponzi Pilates, hello, how are you? And let's continue with the game. For the newcomers, we are making some post-mortem analysis of games I've been playing in the Infinite Mana tournament. So focusing on the situation here, my opponent is controlling the board. I don't think Demo is gonna help me in the short term. I'm mobilized. I have my doubts too. So let's see if we can do anything with these 3 cards in the middle, which are more or less removals.
You probably just God Power here, right? Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember if I got powered or if I decided to try to minimize damage.
Decide to what?
Yeah, to play Savage Strike, but no, I finally decided to God Power.
Yeah, I don't think you get enough value from Savage Strike.
I agree.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, we have a big problem right now. Luckily, I draw Carnage.
Yeah.
I decide to avoid swinging with a relic because, well, there are some relic removals around.
What relic removal in death only takes 1 durability, though?
Yeah, in any case, he doesn't have space on the board.
So I think you should swing.
But anyway, no, I can only swing to kill a creature, and I didn't want to kill a creature. I can swing now.
Oh yeah, ML, I forget, it doesn't have God.
I can swing now and play Carnage.
Yeah, no, that's right. You're right then. Yeah, nice sweep, pretty diamond.
Yeah, absolutely. But is this going to be enough? That's the key question.
See, I think it would be if you had kept Unrestrained in hand. Because now you just need 1 more weapon and like 2 turns and we win.
Well, he can heal
like
quite a lot.
It's just so important in the matchup. So I figure that has to die, right?
I think so. We cannot afford to let that creature on the board. So I'm just looking for the best combination to get rid of it. Which is
Strike Axewoman, probably you go for?
Yeah. No, in this case, I think I am having some doubts between Wolfcult, Vanguard, or Savage Strike. So I finally decided to keep the Savage Strike because, well, we are playing against zombies, and having something that can kill a lot of 1/1s can be useful. But sacrificing that...
I can understand the argument.
You can or you can't?
I can. I agree. That makes sense.
All right. So now we have no relic removal. I have 1 relic removal in this deck. But he gets first the relic removal that was available at the Sanctum.
Yeah, I noticed. So here, maybe you can afford to mobilize, because if we don't, we fall behind. So maybe mobilize is the play here, because you're not going to die before demo, so you can afford to take 3 damage. What do you think? Because he doesn't have much pressure, only 3. And if we draw that many cards, it puts us in a good position for later. And there's no way he ever kills us before we get to drop demo, right?
Well, we need 2 turns to play demo, and he's going to get almost a full board with the zombie that generates Necroscepter.
Yeah, but he can only do 3 damage to us this turn.
This turn, yes.
And if he plays Cursed Obelisk, then it's just 2 more damage plus Necroscepter is 4. So that's 4, 6, 7 plus 3 is only 10. He can put us to 7 health. Maybe 6 with God Power. And you have Rune of Life in hand and Demogorgon.
Yeah, I'm not completely sure. I mean, I lost a
So
game.
I think it's a really, 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 really big mistake, actually, to buy the Rune of Life. Because in the Sanctum, relic removal only shows up in answers, and Rune of Life is in answers. So if Rune of Life is there, then relic removal can never show up again. And I know he already bought the Wiccan Trapper, but by buying that, you make it possible that Bronze Servant appears. And I think if he gets both, we auto lose.
Well, I think you are right regarding the availability of relic removal in the Sanctum. I am not so sure that if he gets both relic removals, we lose. But I agree that probably buying that Rune of Life was not very necessary in that moment, because he has a lot of health yet, and I'm not so low in health now.
And you have demo.
Then I have demo. That's right.
Yeah. So
Problem
maybe
here is
we
that
did that mobilized here. Maybe I'm not sure, but it's a line.
yeah, I think I consider that. Probably I was a bit scared of any kind of finisher, like Core of Explosion or something like that. So this is why I prefer to try to reduce his presence on the board, to weaken. But not completely sure. Not sure if I would play.
I don't think you can play that scared at 17, because then you're immobilized. You might as well just delete the card from your hand because you're never going to play it.
Yeah, that's right. It's gonna be difficult to play in the future.
And I think 3 damage you can take. Also, he's at 22, right? Let's say we draw Whetstone Unrestrained. Our Unrestrained will only cost 4 mana, right? So then we can set up lethal if we just play Scythes. He'll heal to 24. We play Scythes, he'll heal to 28. We'll need one more Whetstone, so you need to get kind of lucky, but there's some lethal line there. And it makes Savage Strike cheaper, which might be important. So it has more utility than just drawing.
Yeah, you are convincing me. Probably playing Mobilize would have been better. If I had a Carnage in hand, I would have played probably Mobilize for sure. But that's not the case. But yes, I think you're right. I think that Mobilize can be stronger here. All right, let's go.
Mm-hmm. You play Scythe too.
So as you can see, I am mainly trying to keep the board under control.
So now he's going to play Wiccan Trapper, God Power, and something else. Decaying Rhino, God Power, Wiccan Trapper is the worst option that could happen to us. Because of 6 mana. He has 5 cards in hand, 1 Wiccan Trapper, 4 Unknown. Yeah, Wiccan Trapper always is coming, right?
Yeah,
Ferocious Fiend.
And that room also is not pleasant.
Did that appear when you bought the Rune of Life?
Yes.
Yeah, so kind of a punish too.
Deserved punishment. As I did not play probably correctly. In fact, Rune of Life is now dead in my hand. It has no utility.
I would just God Power Bar Fight here, I think. Because then you make him spend 1 mana to proc Frenzy. Slows him down a little bit. You just have full board clear, so it's at least 1 turn off. And he has to spend 1 mana to get a 2/2 instead of a 1/1. The Archer is basically usually a 2/2 plus the ping, right? But in this case, the Archer pings the 2/1, and then he gets to go face with the 1/1, and that gives him a 2/2. So really, the Archer doesn't give you any more value here than the bar fight would. 1 mana.
That's my main reason to worry here was what happens if he plays the 5-mana creature that buffs all the nethers. How is this called?
Nether Storm Lord. Yeah, the bar fight I think is better here because of that too. Then, right? Instead of the archer, because it clears both of them.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but archer gives us some stats on the board. Yeah, maybe bar fight would have been better.
I think archer is like fake stats on the board, because you play archer instead of bar fight, he gets a 2/2 on the board too. Guaranteed, because he gets to go face with the 1/1 for free.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe he's gonna spend anyway 1 mana in order to proc God Power, but probably bar fight would have been better. Let's go.
Sorry if it's annoying, the critique.
No, it's welcome. That's the reason why we are doing this.
Yeah.
That's the way to learn, basically. So thank you for sharing your insights. So no nether.
This is worse for us.
Yeah. No nether
I think
lord.
Here, this is also why we should have mobilized earlier, because that one turn we had the chance, only 3 damage pressure, you know?
Correct. So we get now
we could have
second
afforded
carnage.
it. Now we cannot really ever afford it.
No, I think we probably have to and try to survive one turn to play demo, but situation is clearly not good.
No.
So second demo.
Wait. So here, if you pause, sorry to harp on it so much. When we didn't mobilize, we were only going to take 3 damage. Now we mobilized, and instead we're going to take 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. So it's 6 more expensive doing it now than before.
Yeah, you're right. That's correct.
Yeah.
So I have to trade here, try to minimize damage.
Yeah.
I saved bar fight precisely thinking in this kind of a scenario. We can kill lots of zombies. And theoretically, this is not lethal yet. I may have some time to play Devouring Blade or whatever.
Yeah, your strategy is demo into demo.
Yeah.
Into weapon, into face.
Correct. But this is the key moment. Big surprise, over the line, goodbye. So key takeaways, I think you're right. In this case, key moments where probably I didn't play precisely enough are mulligan. And you're probably right that getting rid of one of the relics here before Whetstone would have been better.
And here, let's say you keep Whetstone, and then you would have got ML, and then you get rid of ML. You have Whetstone, Blade of Sticks, Unrestrained Power. I think you just beat him.
Yeah, probably you're right. I think that he cannot kill me fast enough if I get the combo very, very fast. Unless if he gets relic removal, that's something to consider. That depends a bit on that factor.
Yeah, I mean, you have to consider his list, but the longer the game goes on too, the more likely he is to get the relic removal.
Yeah, his list and also the Sanctum. You never know if there is going to be relic removal available or not.
Yeah, but the longer it goes on, the more chance he's going to have to find it in the Sanctum.
Of course.
You know? You can at least fight for the first 13 favor.
Probabilities increase, of course. That's right. And then, as you said, this was the moment probably to play. Well, this is Carnage, and this was the moment to play. No, we have to kill Nether Swarm Lord, and here is the moment to play Mobilized. because I can afford to. Later on, it becomes difficult. And obviously, this rune of life was not a smart decision. That's
No, because the rune of strength, and I don't know if you ever used it, right?
no, I didn't use it.
Yeah.
I didn't have the opportunity or the need really in a moment where it could be useful. So clearly not a wise choice. So all right, so interesting. So as I said, thank you for sharing your insights, because this is the way to improve, the way to learn. And
Yeah, and I think it's good doing it because a lot of people just say, "Oh, I got unlucky. Oh, I got bad matchups." But a lot of times when I watch people's games or stream, they could definitely have won the game if they take different lines. And I think a lot of people blame the game and the balance and broken cards and Genesis, and all of that is annoying. But a lot of it is on the players. The players have a lot of control, but a lot of people kind of just blame the game instead of look at themselves to improve, and then they don't ever improve.
yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with you. You are right. All right. So not so fast. Not so fast. Let's go to the beginning of the video. This is a bit edited because this was uploaded. Maybe Copper Pits or any of the content creators that are collaborating with the organization are willing to analyze these games in their streams. I don't know, have no idea, but I have submitted the recording.
Yeah, they're doing all of the games, I think, Fake Muse and Copper Pitch.
All right. So we'll see. Fine. So let's go with another one. These are the two games I played yesterday. This is round 3. So let's see how it goes. I am playing against Ascension Super 1 or something like that. This is a Bulgarian player, by the way. De Lozano, good morning, welcome. So I'm playing again Control Light.
Oh, nice Iron Tooth.
Yeah,
nice matchup.
That Iron Tooth is useful here.
This hand is okay. I never know if I want to keep Sigil.
Yeah.
Because it's a cycle. But I guess it's fine because it's your last mulligan. I guess you keep it. If it's like 2 or 3, maybe you get rid of it.
Agreed.
To find something else, but you don't want a brick. So
yeah.
I think it's right to keep it.
Exactly. The danger to replace it here is that you can get, I don't know, Alexander's Mercy, and you're not going to play that until turn 9. So this is the reason why I keep it. In a worst case scenario, it's going to draw a card, so it's not completely bad. And I said, okay, let's keep it and let's see what happens.
Yeah, you playing a 29 card deck, basically.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I like the decision. I think it's wise. You tempo and you make it so he cannot get free frenzy. I think it's a great decision. Yeah.
Correct. And that's the idea. Precisely. Try to keep some control of the board, avoid him proccing Frenzied. And I have to say that Skeletal Hoplite is not a beefy creature, but it's not easy to kill in the early game. It's quite resistant.
It's sticky.
Yeah, correct. Here we have the back of the text of the card there. All right. So second, Skeletal Hoplite. So what do you think is the best play here?
So you have 2 options. We can Inquisitor. I don't ever think Ryuko's. We can Inquisitor, but then we don't have it for the 1/4. which is kind of annoying. So I think here I would probably swing with the 2-3 into the 1-2 and recovering sigil to heal and draw a card, because that 1-4 is really, really annoying, and I want it to be able to Inquisitor it.
You're right. I agree completely. However, I didn't choose wisely. I used the extortionist. So
And
there
now
was a
he's
gamble.
gonna go face and play the 1-4.
I said, I hope he's not playing now Curse Obelisk. But he was.
Yeah, so big punish.
Yeah. Deserved punishment. Because I didn't take this threat seriously enough.
Yeah. So now we're in trouble.
Yeah. This is not pretty.
I guess 2-3 kills 1-1. 1-1 kills 1-1, then the 1-1 that decreases strength goes face. And then you play Gleam Weaver for tempo. I mean, it's also bad. Or you can go Yukos and then or we can go big brain play. If we're not scared of Corpse Explosion, we could send it all face, let him get 2 more zombies, and then Yukos and have his board full of 0-1s. Oh no, then Yukos kills the 2 zombies. It's also rough. I guess, yeah, 2-3 kills 1-1, 1-1 kills 1-1, 1-1 goes face. Recovering Sigil, and then probably Gleamweaver. But it all feels terrible.
Yeah, definitely not looking great. That's the sum up. All right, so
if you had the Inquisitor still, it would be looking pretty good.
Yeah, you are right. I agree.
I'm curious what. Okay, so here, why not trade first before you draw? And then you get the heal value.
Because I'm gonna trade my 1/1 creatures. But yes, all right.
Yeah, but you could make the 2. He would be a 2-3 if you did it after.
Yeah, and honestly, I think I didn't have a clear idea of what to play here, and I misplayed clearly. This was not smart at all. It was quite messy. In fact, as you said, if I'm gonna do this, it's easier to just swing first and then heal the creature.
Yeah. So you at least get a little more value out of it.
So it is true that with this I kill his creatures, but anyway he keeps the obelisk. It is true that now his obelisk has soulless. That's also important because as
you can buy the Rune of Fire. I guess he cannot buy it this turn.
Yeah, he's far from it.
We're for sure buying it, I think, so we can kill that next turn.
Yeah. In fact, I in this kind of match, I may even prefer to buy the relic removal.
I don't think so, because you have Iron Tooth in hand.
Yeah, but he probably has 2 Necroceptors.
Yeah, but the odds he has 2 in his first 10 cards pretty low.
Okay, so now he has almost a full board again. And now I buy the room because I want to get rid of the damned obelisk.
And then Iron Tooth.
Correct. So considering how this was looking, I think that the situation is not very bad. It could be worse right now.
Yeah, for sure. We're not dead.
And Yukos is there. Let's see next turn if I can clean more or less all these creatures or not. So
he has both? Necroceptor. That's just unlucky.
Yeah, he
The
drew
odds are very low.
Curse Obelisk and both Necroceptors, and I don't know, we are in turn 4, so that was really unlucky. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, that's like first 10 cards.
Yeah. So probabilities for that are really low. But it can happen, as
I
we
mean,
have
you don't
just
play
seen.
around that. You just accept it.
So he's just getting a lot of favor, plus 2/2 zombie. And he now buys the relic removal.
I guess here,
best option here.
trade into the 2/2 and then Yukos.
Yeah,
Play the 1 mana, the Gleamweaver.
I think so.
Heal face. Right, you trade the 2/2 into the 2/2 zombie. Then you Yukos, then you play Gleamweaver. Why? Yeah, I think you do the zombie just because it has leech. Right?
Yeah, probably that would be better. Anyway, he's gonna heal completely, so it doesn't make a big difference, but
It's just one more healing he gets.
yeah.
So just like technically a little better. Because if he has the 1/1 without leech, it's obviously better than the 1/1 with leech. Okay, Faithbreaker.
So
Normally kind of terrifying, but Smite is good.
this could be a problem if we didn't have.
Wait, why didn't you play Gleamweaver last turn?
Oh, sorry, don't know what have I done. All right, let me open it again and find a moment. No, this is later on. This is the moment.
So here you have 1 mana. Why not just play the Gleamweaver so you can at least trade?
I am keeping it because I may want to use it to get rid of the second obelisk or something like that. Probably I could have played it. I agree.
Yeah, I think if at that point you have 3 cards, I think you just have to have trades and stay alive. You can worry about that later. You can have Lysander demos. Late game, you should win. Because right now, if you had it on the board, you can trade his 1/1.
Yeah.
Here, I don't think you can spend your pip. Oh no.
But I do.
Yeah. So here, like the question I would ask myself if you pause, like, is your pip worth more than 1 health and 3 favor to him? I think the answer is definitely yes. The pip is worth more than 1 health and 3 favor that he gets, so it's not worth spending the pip.
Well, in this case, the pip is gonna give us access very fast to Lysander Mercy. Yeah, but probably you're right. Probably it is better keeping it and not purchasing from the Sandton right now.
And the 2/2 body, you just need to make it to late game and then you should be okay. He's not threatening lethal even if he has 5 over the lines in hand.
Yeah. Our health is not low yet. And there we have the second obelisk. So even if I am trying to fight for the for the board a bit, it doesn't look very pretty right now. I need to survive at least a couple of turns to play Lysander's Mercy.
If you still had the pip, we wouldn't really care either.
Yeah.
And he got the 1/1 zombie you killed for free anyway.
You're right.
From Obelisk. Here. I'm debating Yukos, but I don't think there's a need. Anyway, he's gonna get it, refill the board anyway with Cursed Obelisk. Oh. Yeah, here I don't think it's good because you're gonna save yourself 5 health, right? And you make 2 zombies 1/2s, but the other 3 1/1s are gonna come back the next turn anyway.
Yeah, and I am also sacrificing my Embalmer because he's not coming back again, which is another factor to consider.
Yeah, so I think you could we just maybe
we have
Highborn here if you're worried about health.
I am worried about health and about lots of favor again. There is...
You can give up the favor though, right? Because Control Light, you're always going to outvalue him late game.
That's the idea. Anyway, I'm trying to make sure that I survive until Lysander's Mercy. And his Obelisk is going to be soulless. That's also something that can be important later in the game.
Yeah, but once you start cycling demos, he can have the Cursed Obelisk. I wouldn't, and you have Gleamweaver in the hand, so you don't even need to make him soulless.
Yeah, that's right. That was in fact the reason why I was saving this creature, as I said a bit ago. Mm-hmm. So probably you're right. Probably this is not the best choice I have here. So maybe playing Highborn Knight, maybe just healing and trading the archer here.
I think you take a value trade here. You kill one of the 1/1s, maybe, because you still have sign on board you can trade with later. You play Highborn, and then maybe we heal face, or we heal the 2/2 and make him you trade 2/2 into 1/1, you heal it, and you play Highborn. Then we have some more stuff to trade with next turn, or he trades for us, and then we basically always make it to Lysander. And then you have Embalmer, you play Embalmer, you get back Highborn, and then you stabilize the game.
Yeah, probably that would be better. I agree.
Alright, I mean, this deck is super hard to play. Like, super hard to play.
Yeah, you have to do lots of choices, and sometimes nuances make the difference. That's true. So well, this is what happened. Mm-hmm. I say goodbye to my Embalmer and kill some zombies. This animation needs to be faster, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
Takes a lot of time.
Both my round 1 and round 2 opponents counter Q Control Deception because they expect me to play Control Light, because both of them said they see me to play it with J-Rock a lot. It's kind of funny.
So this would be a headache if we didn't have
Lysander's Mercy. If we had played the Highborns, he would have the same board, basically. We would have taken a couple more damage. But we have the Embalmer in hand, and we could play Embalmer and get back Smite and Smite the 5/6 this turn.
Yes, but I am not sure if that would be better than... Well, if we had more creatures on the board, playing Lysander's Mercy probably is not so good. in this
Well,
scenario.
we can't Lysander, right? We need another turn because we're at 6.5.
Oh, right. You are right.
So that's why I think Guess might kill the 5/6.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we need to survive one more round.
Yeah, so trade. Highborn, heal. Highborn, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there is anything better than that here. It's not great,
I
obviously,
think
but
that's the best thing you can do. The archer doesn't really help. It's sad Highborn dies for free here, but
yeah.
he's basically a mid shield. What about, actually, if we had just taken 8 to the face, and then we could Lysander next turn, and then play Highborn? Maybe that would have been better. Because if he has over the line, we're basically dead anyway. So maybe we just set up for Lysander a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be a bit risky, but as you say, it really doesn't make a big difference playing here Capra Knight because he's gonna die for free almost. So maybe you're right. Maybe we can afford to just eat the damage and play later Lysander's Mercy.
Yeah, because more resources after Lysander is good,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Because if we don't have anything follow up, it's not great. But anyway, I didn't see that for a while, but maybe that's right, yeah. Yeah, zombie and then 5/6 kills it, right? Then the 2 zombies go face. Okay. He trades for us. I think it's a mistake on his part.
I think so.
No need to trade for us. I guess he prevents us from Lysandering back the Embomber.
In fact, if he hadn't destroyed those zombies, Nethersam Lord would be much stronger here because his zombies would be stronger. So I think that was a misplay.
Yeah. Well, we like it when our opponent misplays.
Yes, definitely.
So here is obvious play, right?
Yeah, there is not much to think. He has 4 cards, well 5 when he draws one more. I have 3, but it is true that I have a couple of nice options in hand.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if we were at 6 less health, we were at 14. We had a Highborn in hand, if we would be in a lot better spot, and I think so.
Yeah. I think the same. So he plays now the creature he bought from the Sanctum a while ago. I can buy something if I want to.
This is probably just demo, right? Yeah, this I think is just slam demo. 2 targets is full 3 health. And then you can get another trade with it, unless you Ray of Annihilation, which is fine too, good enough value. Hopefully it hits the 4/3. Don't think you need to buy anything yet, he only has 5 favor. Yeah, I don't think you had to rush that, but you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Because how is he buying it?
Probably I could wait a bit, yes.
Maybe the archer is better or something.
So he has now 3 cards in hand. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But
Go
luckily,
face Lysander.
yeah.
But we don't have much in hand.
No, we don't have a great hand. That's true. I am having a look at how many cards I have yet, because I am waiting to draw Helmna, well, that kind of powerful cards that are in there yet.
Yeah, 16. Yeah. Well, we have Smite.
Yeah.
He gets to 4/3.
Yeah.
He's lucky you haven't drawn any cycle to kill the Necroceptor.
Yeah, that Necroceptor is a nightmare.
Well, if we draw any, we could, if we had held the Embalmer, we also could have got the Relic Removal. But, because we played one earlier. So here I think you Smite, right? Smite, then you play the 2/3. You give the Ferocious Fiend order. Then next turn you can trade with it into the 2/2, and you can Cern, and then you can draw a card.
I think I have time to play Smite. I'm not in a rush, so this is why I choose this path. Not sure if this is really better than the alternative you are suggesting.
The other way I'm thinking, it just is one more card draw from Cern.
Because right now,
you see what I mean?
Right now his board is useless. I'm gonna draw now because I can theoretically heal. I can play Imprisonment later, but as I said, I'm not completely convinced that the path I chose is better than the one you are suggesting. So which is be using
I just
here
like getting
Smite.
Automatic value from Cern. Always draw.
Yeah, so the alternative would be playing here Smite and Inquisitor Informant. Yeah, maybe better. I don't know.
I just think it's pretty clean, and it sets up well for next turn. But either way, this is not bad.
I quite like it. I'm not not sure which option really.
I just like next turn I can always draw one extra from Cern.
Yeah, drawing is so important. Playing some decks where you don't have so much draw.
Yeah, see now because we played Cern, we don't get the draw.
That hurts, yeah.
And we really need cards. So I guess Smite, Highborn, trade?
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I don't think we can do many other things that make sense.
Yeah, so the difference between my version, the turn before, and this version is we just draw one more card.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good for us. He's trading for us all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's very good. This said, sometimes kayak works better than others. I've played it quite a few times, and well, sometimes you just don't clean the board. Some damage goes to the opposing god, and it's not as effective as I would like it to be.
So what I would do here, I would not do that line, I think. I want Kaya for sure to kill the highest chance to kill the 5/6. So, and I want to get bored. So I would do the trade with the Highborn.
All right.
I would get the Archer from the shop. I would Archer the 1/1. I would play the Gleamweaver, and I play the Kaya.
And that's probably better than that what I did.
You just go all in, because he probably doesn't own APOC. So instead, you trade the 2/2, the 2/1 goes face, and I don't think face matters at all right now. You go Highborn, and healing Highborn doesn't super help here because the probably kills it. Oh, it had 1 too. So if you do my line, the 50/50, the Rhino dies.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. And then I think you win.
Anyway, he has a problem now with Kaya here.
Kinda, yeah. Get a second Kaya probably. So now he trades in, of course, that always is happening. You're just praying on Blight Bomb. That's fine, we don't care.
Yeah, he has one card in hand, like I do. But he has that infinite value generator, which is Necrops Shelter. So here it is our Jason.
Yeah, so that's going face, right? I think... Yeah, you definitely heal. It kills the zombie, right?
Correct.
Then I think you play Jason, yeah. Hefner is bad, yeah, that which Hicks is good. Dread Queen Persephone, I guess. The 6 mana 3/7. Yeah. Helmna for sure. Now I think you play the Gleamweaver because 1 more mana. Finally, we play the Gleamweaver.
Yeah.
Being enhanced so long. And the 4/3. Oh, you're worried about. And then,
as KZ45 says, Kaya is strong in control. Sometimes it is.
I think here maybe we should take the front line in case Kaya just screws us and doesn't clear, but it doesn't matter. He cleared anyway.
Yeah, and I'm just making sure that we are going to get a clear board, but trying to make sure. As I said, sometimes damage goes to the god of the rival. And so here it is a Ray of Disintegration, but well, it doesn't matter because he's now so low of health that
so you win this.
Yeah. The game finishes now.
I think he won us the game by trading for us. We tried to give him the game really bad. Do you BM the demo? No. JFA is a good citizen. No BM.
All right. So that was game 1. I think it was quite interesting with some misplays I did. But well, happy to have a look at it with your help.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting game for sure. Control Light, there's always so many lines.
So, ready for probably the last game I'm gonna analyze today?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. Mr. Fulgencio, No te preocupes, ya sé que lo del en inglés tiene sus complicaciones. Gracias por pasarte y saludar. Alright, so let's have a look at this. Again, same dilemma, what to play against probably aggro deception or something like that. I go and choose control death.
Board wipe, right? Kind of board wipe. I don't like Necroceptor in this right now because everyone's running Relicate for Weapon War. Just a personal choice kind of thing.
Yeah, in this case, we have relic removal in the Sanctum, which is going to be a problem for us.
So here I think you pip the Ruined Ask, yeah? Yep, boom. You play Fanatic and Ruined in this list? Yeah.
Not sure right now. I think so.
Can he ping? And what, he goes face? Face?
Yeah, I'm not sure that it's
Gold Helion looks nice.
Is his best option, but so now I want to get some value if I can from the relic.
No, I think it's right for sure.
This is again giving him a lot of favor because he can kill these creatures easily with God power. But at the same time, if he spends mana using his God power, he's playing slower, which is something I need because this deck can kill very fast.
For sure.
So he's thinking.
Okay. We should be alive, I hope, to make it to Bifurcating Curse. Okay. Now we're gonna get a 2/2 zombie. It's huge value. Oh, and the Fanatic, yes, so you drew it. Go face. You play the ramp, I imagine.
Yeah, there isn't anything else to play, so that's an easy choice. That doesn't look bad at the moment.
No, you look okay.
Although he has some damage on the board.
Oh, what?
Although he has some damage on the board, I mean, his creatures can or are gonna make me suffer a bit.
Yeah. Umber Arrow's okay too, right?
Yeah, in this case, it's strong.
2 less heal for you, but we get the ramp, which is more important. Okay. This is looking okay. A little scary, but okay. He does not kill the zombie. He misplaced too. He should kill the zombie because we're just going to heal that back anyway. And he didn't need the favor. And he didn't take the relic removal?
No, that was his biggest mistake in this game, I think. He had the chance.
Alright, that was all really bad. He should trade the zombie, get the relic removal.
That's what I would have done for sure.
So
in fact, I think that this relic almost wins this game alone.
Yeah, can for sure. Do you empower Curse of Greed and then God Power the 1/1? Seems the best play. Yeah.
No, he sold the game right there. Because your hand is pretty bad. A lot of 8 drops.
So,
You 100% give you the game. Paid
so
actor. Maybe he's a fan.
question here, what do you think? What's better, using God Power to kill a 1/1 creature, or Pharaoh's Heirloom?
God power, 100%. Yeah, you don't want to use your pip. And what's the point of the 1/1?
Whoever I
Always,
do.
there's no question in my mind. Like 100% of the time, God power here. You take away 3 favor from him. You get 3 favor for yourself. Pharaoh's Heirloom, we want to use it as 3 mana so we get the blitz anyway. Yeah, it's no question for me. Like,
I think you're right. I think that this was not a good
because like
choice.
you have all the 8 drops in hand, you want to get there. You spent. Now it's like, would you prefer a 1/1 on the board, or 1 turn earlier healing elite? You know, I don't
Yes,
think it's worth your pip ever.
Anyway, I'm not very worried because I have Rip in hand, and in this case, Wrecked Vanguard is gonna give me also 1 point of health, because my health is quite low right now.
Yeah, I mean, he could have killed you that turn.
Yeah.
With the Assassin's Aim stuff. So here, yeah, I imagine you. Yeah, it's safe. It's over.
I have to say that felt good. Because now with zombies, I'm gonna heal.
Yeah, no, it's over. He has no equity in the game.
Yeah, he has just a couple of cards in hand.
Trade the 1/1 and the other 1/1. Go face. You have so many options here. It's hard to lose. You can God Power and then trade in the zombie and go face the 1/1 and the 2/2. You could Reap for the heal. I mean, like, it's all fine. Yeah, that's happening. That's good.
Yeah, my main objective here is healing, basically.
Yeah. I mean, he only has 1 card in hand. There's no mathematical way. I mean, I guess he draws. He would have to draw, like, perfect. You're just collecting relic removals.
Yeah, exactly.
You
I want to keep my Necroceptor
here for tempo, I imagine.
Because I want more zombies to heal.
Yeah.
He can play here, obviously, Rapture Dance, if he has it in his deck, which probably not, or
if he
just
does,
one
though,
copy.
it's super slow, right? You don't care.
Yeah. And coming closer to Healing Elite, it looks good here. I don't think he really has a lot of answers to change the game.
No, I mean, I don't think he has much equity in this matchup now. Like, I don't know what he can do.
So for all those who have arrived a bit late, we're having today here with us TeaTime, which is a top player, and I am very happy to have him sharing his insights with us.
At this point, I think you can give the laptop to the cat, and it can press random buttons, and I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, I heal now. I decide to use the grip, and zombies are becoming strong here.
And more healing.
And some more healing. So I'm just making sure that I'm not gonna die soon. If I don't die soon,
Yeah, I mean, he has
I'm gonna
only
win.
1 card in hand, and yeah.
So just
He is not feeling good right now. I
no,
can
no.
promise you.
I am sure of that.
You're at 29 health if you go face with everything and he doesn't clear and you have Rune of Life. You cannot race the zombies either. Like, you just... No, I don't think he realized the impact of like Necroceptor, like you said. Just totally gave you the game. It's okay, he can learn from it too. Always kill Necroceptor.
When the game was finished, I told him, Necroceptor MVP.
Yeah, for sure. I guess you should trade in the 3-1 that's on fire. And then trade in the 2-2 because you're going to get another 2-2 anyway from the relic. And you can get Marcelo value too. But 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, it doesn't really matter. You don't even need Marcelo value, to be honest.
Yeah, at this point, it's nothing he can do.
The 3-1 should definitely trade the 2-1 because it's on fire anyway, yeah. You just go face and... Oh, we had a super spicy play. You should have played Helmna before you attacked with the zombies, and it would have been so big. Yeah, you should have played Helmna first.
You're right. In fact, that's what happens in the next round, but in the next turn. But you're right. If I had played Helma before, it would be I don't know, 8, 11, 14, 8 Helma, or no, even bigger.
And then you win anyway, but it's the right play technically.
That doesn't change anything.
But I didn't even notice because I'm just like, it's so over. You kind of start to be like a little lackadaisical, which isn't good. But what's he supposed to do? You know?
Yeah, this ends now. There is not much he can do because Helma is gonna get very big. But you're right. That would have been much more precise.
Just good like practice to always do the right play, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if you're gonna win anyway. Grandmaster in chat.
Oh yeah. He used a lot of emotes, I think. All right, so this is the end. Key takeaways of this game. Not sure. No, this. Sorry. I went to the previous game. This is the one. Here we are.
Always kill Necroceptor.
Yeah, probably yes. I think I didn't play... well, I played more or less correctly, I think. He did some trades that were not smart, probably. And, well, as we have said...
Yeah, I think the biggest misplay was using the pip for very little value.
Yeah.
It didn't... Here.
Here. Exactly here. Yeah, probably God Power is much better here.
But yeah, no, overall good stuff, and you're 2-1 in the tournament, right? So pretty good.
Yeah, no, not bad, not bad.
You're 2-1, right?
Sorry?
You're 2-1 in the tournament now. You won 2 and lost 1, so pretty good.
Yes, correct. That's not bad.
Yeah, Bully and Grandmaster. They live
Hello,
on Twitch.
Grandmaster. Welcome.
I was with them before it's Skull.
Hey, Bully. Welcome too. Thank you for dropping by. We're almost finishing now, I think. We have been analyzing some of my games in Infinite Mana tournament. And I'm sorry, probably my English pronunciation is not awesome.
No, it's perfect. No issues at all, honestly. No issue at all, I promise.
Bear with me. All
No,
right.
no, nothing to bear with.
So, TeaTime, no more analysis for today, at least with me. This is enough, I think. This is fine.
Yeah, it's a lot to digest.
I hope you've enjoyed yourself the time we've just spent. One more question. Did you attend the Council of Mortals meeting of this week?
Yeah, I did.
All right. What do you think about it? I have to ask.
I don't care about lore. Like, I can't believe they started with lore. And this is like their big point that they're stressing. And like, this is supposed to make us feel better. Like, the daily play to earn is less than the weekly gods. And you have to play way more. Shiny incentive is really bad. It makes no sense to forge. Like, unless you're just doing it to flex, but financially it's really bad decision. Rarity doesn't play a role in Shine, which I think is a mistake. I don't know why. I think it was really tone deaf to talk so much and concentrate on lore. Because I was with J-Rock at the time. We were getting lunch for my birthday, and we were both literally laughing, crying. Because it's just so absurd that this is what they chose to concentrate on in the meeting. And so that was kind of my big key takeaway. I agree with Agent K about the API stuff. I think it's ridiculous. Like, I can go look at your workshop right now. That's a problem.
It is. I agree. Absolutely, it is. Well, I mostly agree with you. First thing I have to say is that probably time management during the meetings needs to be improved. While working on that, I have to say. There were some statements that I didn't like a lot. So I understand to some extent that lore is going to be more important. That can be even quite interesting for the game, in my opinion. But definitely there were other things that needed to be addressed and prioritized. And well, lore can be very useful for some things. But in the short term, I think that there are other things that need to be
priorities,
considered. Regarding daily play and earn, not sure if it's gonna be really a lot less than the amount of goals that we can get right now. I do worry.
I'm almost positive. Like, I've seen the math, and it's less for basically everyone besides top players, and even the top players have to play basically every day 10 games a day. Like, an average player in Mythic will be earning less a week than they did in one game on the weekend.
Yes, but the current situation was not very logical, I think. I mean, a lot of people were taking advantage, which it's legitimate.
The one win was ridiculous, I think.
It can be done. I've been playing my 25 or my 18 games during the weekends, but we all know players that have been just trying to achieve one win and just stop in order to avoid the ranking and so on. In fact, I have deranked heavily, and well, I have to grind back to Mythic now, which is not very cool, but this is what happens when you play, especially when you don't play well. That's what I have to say. So I have to do my homework and get back. This said, I also worry, like you do, that shinies need to have more value. It is true that they have said that they intend to provide further value for shinies beyond play and earn, maybe from an aesthetic point of view, cosmetic point of view, but I'm not sure this is coming in the short term. And the truth is that the game economy gravitates around the Forge. We need to have reasons to use the Forge, and if we don't have good reasons to fuse cards and get higher quality cards, I mean shinies, this can be a problem. This will be a problem. So I am not very happy.
I totally agree. Like the math, it would take almost 180 days if you forge from Meteorite to Shadow for that card. If you played every day, or excuse me, it would take 180 days to pay for the 0.1 gods it takes to forge a Meteorite to a Shadow.
Anyway, the important...
that makes no sense, right?
The most important point right now is that they are going to get this released. That's the really important point. We all know that they are learning by doing, basically. So they can obviously improve the system. I hope they will do. I've been getting some nice shinies. I have to say that I have no interest in Flex. Flex is not a priority for me. So I hope that shinies can become as important as they deserve to. And not considering rarity from a point of view, I agree with you, is probably not a very good idea. I know that if rarity really had a lot of importance, the pay-to-win cries would be there. It's something I can understand. But I honestly think that Ghost Unchained is quite friendly for free-to-play players. Well, in fact, if it wasn't friendly, with the collection I would never go below Mythic. That's so simple, like this. So this said, I don't consider myself a top player, but solid enough. Let's say this. And I didn't like also the statement that players that are not getting information, deck sniping, call it as you want, from their opponents is because they are lazy, which is basically what they said between the lines. In fact, I've been pushing hard for this idea of information symmetry. I never hide my name when I play. Obviously, this is my choice. I could do it like many other players do. But what really annoys me is that I don't think it's fair. And I think it's very easy to solve. They have said that they are going the full transparency way. I can respect that. I know that they have explained that there will be the possibility to check the decks within the client, but obviously they need some time for this. I can understand that, but including the player ID in the client, I don't think that's difficult to do. And honestly, I don't understand
more than the workshop too, right?
I don't understand why this haven't been done to date. So let's see.
No, I agree totally. Do you know that you can see more than the workshop?
Yeah, I know that it can be done. Obviously, I don't think that anyone should have access to the workshop.
But people can see what you queue in private games before you queue in. So let's say I'm playing you in a tournament, right?
Okay.
I can say let's queue, and then I can wait and see what you have queued in.
I'm hearing you with echo. I don't know why. Has anything changed in your settings or?
Oh, is this better?
Not sure.
Can you hear me now? Better?
I hear you yet with some echo. Well, don't worry. I hear you well enough. There is.
So what I was saying is, let's say I'm playing you in a tournament, right? Not only can I see your workshop, I can say, okay, JFA, I'm ready, let's queue. You put in code JFA, right? And you queue zombies. I can see that you queued zombies before I queue, and I can counter it.
That's quite crazy, honestly. I didn't know. I knew you could see the workshop of another player. I have never done it, but I know it's possible. But knowing what has been queued, that's insane.
Yeah, you can see a lot of people don't know that you can also do that, but yeah. And I will not name names, but I have heard rumors that some people definitely do that in tournaments.
Don't know what to say. This doesn't make any sense from my point of view. This is a problem for any competitive activity within the game. If we are talking about casual gaming, that's not so important. But
I'll tell them if they don't queue, within 5 seconds, I'm going to change decks. Amazing.
Well, there is one of our viewers that is saying that maybe the game is not so friendly for free-to-play players. He bought a card for $50, and a bit later the card was changed, which means that the value of the card also changed. Well, but I'm not sure that this is related to the fact that this to the fact of having a free-to-play approach or not. I mean, cards can change for anyone.
Well, I would say, I personally, I will not buy packs. It's terrible investment, and I don't really buy, because I'm a pretty strong player, I don't buy any cards from the new set unless I need them, and then I resell them right away. I just get them from weekend rewards, and I only spend my money on lock sets, mostly Genesis, because of the Genesis promise, so I feel comfortable having my money there. But I will not, I don't own Kaya. I pulled I sold it. I don't own Dagon, because I expected them to get nerfed, so I won't put my money there.
Well, Kaya and Dagon, I don't know if they will be nerfed. Honestly, I've been playing since March of last year, and I've bought very, very little packs. In fact, I just bought some packs when I discovered the game, and I bought 5 packs or something like that. 5 legendary packs, and I think I've bought all my collection in the secondary market. And in fact,
me too.
Before Mortal Judgment was released, I intended to buy packs. I was talking about it in stream, and when I woke up in the morning, because it was launched at very, very late hours for me due to time difference. When I woke up, I had a look, and I didn't believe that cards in the secondary market were so cheap. So I bought almost the full set for a very, very small amount.
I think it was like 250 US or something.
Something like that.
For the full set.
So the player is saying, Kalov is saying, he spent a lot of his rewards as free-to-play player to buy that card that could be changed. Yes, but we know, or we should know, we have to know that cards that belong to sets that have not been closed can be changed. And probably they will. And in fact, considering how the team has been managing releases, they will be changed for sure. So I have some hope now that future releases will be managed better, with less power creep.
I think cards will always be changed because it's impossible to get everything right. So just buy the Genesis, or save up, and instead of buying a Kaya and a Thester, get Shade Walkers or some solid Genesis staples and build a collection that way. I think it's just a lot safer if you don't want to lose your money to balance changes.
Obviously, purchasing closed cards from closed sets is safer because those cards are not going to be changed. But this said, cards also can be in the meta or not. So you can buy a card from a closed set, and that card may become useless. And I remember when CSR, Core Set Refresh, was released, I had most of the useful cards of the game in that moment. But obviously I didn't have the new cards of the core set. And you remember probably everybody was playing light like crazy because light was incredibly strong. And I felt that without those cards, I really was falling behind. I didn't buy most of the new cards or the new expensive cards until later. But at that moment, I felt the pain, let's say this, of any free-to-play player that says, all right, I don't have the most efficient cards to be competitive right now.
Yeah, it's true. I would just say, like, it's just about patience and optimizing what you have. And then there are some of the old cards that, like, it's really hard for them not to be good. Like Underbrush Boar, Shadewalker. Ancient Text is, like, cheaper than Doggone. You could probably buy like 2 Ancient Texts for basically the same price as 1 Doggone. Like that kind of thing, it just makes way more sense to me. And they're not making more burnt spells. They nerfed Blizzard Bolt and then the 2 1-mana spells that could go face from Dio or from MJ. So you know that card's not going to get power cut for a while. Or like Shadewalker is really good in aggro deception. Like there are some cheaper options still in Gen that I think will be good for a long time. And so at least that's what I always advise people to do. That's basically what I do in my collection. I have a lot of whale cards and a lot of them, but I don't have that many. I don't own many cards like Trial because it will be rotated out eventually and can be reprinted. I think I own 25 cards from the whole set.
All right, so that's a strategy, and I think it's very, very wise. In the fact that you are just spending your money in cards that are supposed to keep value and to be useful in the future. Most of the expensive Genesis cards are supposed to be useful in the future, as I've just said.
Yeah. But going back to like the main point of the council meeting, I would say overall it was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I think that the council is doing some interesting activity, like all the discussion in Discord, etc. But really, next meeting we need to improve how time is managed.
Yeah,
we need to stay on topic. We cannot digress much because time is very limited. I want to push for more async communication, asynchronous communication with the team. I mean, there are some topics that maybe don't really need to go to the meeting. The ID, the player ID in client topic, I don't know. This is so obvious for me that I'm not sure that it needs to go or to be addressed in the meeting.
Maybe it does though, because they don't agree with us. They don't think it's a problem.
Yeah, that was a bit, I don't know, uncomfortable, but discouraging. Honestly, it is a problem. It is obvious. And
every competitive player I know, and I talk to pretty much everybody, thinks it's a problem. Like, if you're in a tournament and you're playing, I expect people to look at my workshop. I have 100 decks, so you can't snipe me. But you can see when things are edited. So you just edit your decks. If I edit one deck, I edit 50 decks. It just takes a long time.
All right. So I hope that this is going to be dealt with in the near future, because I think it's a big deal regarding competitive activity around Cards Unchained. So
one solution is open deck list in tournament, which is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Where everyone submits what they're going to play beforehand. That's what you do in most TCG tournaments.
Yes, but in order to have open decks, you need a more or less stabilized meta and not continuous patches, because that becomes a problem. So this is probably the reason why, for example, the Infinite Mana has to refuse to open decks.
Yeah, they were going to do closed before the balance patches. I mean, it's more work for the tournament organizers, but maybe when they do balance patch, then everyone can resubmit new deck lists. It's just a lot of work.
All right, TeaTime. So thank you very, very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And I've really enjoyed in this time we've just spent. I hope my little community has also enjoyed it. Please, guys,
No, it's fun.
let us know. As I said, this is the first time I'm streaming in English. I normally streaming in Spanish. And this is the first time I have a guest. So, well, new experience. For me, it has been great.
It's fun.
And well, I am open to repeat it anytime, of course. So just let me know. Let me know.
Maybe we can do it during your time zone too. Your normal stream sometime.
All right. So one last question.
Sounds good.
You said you played basketball. Which position may I ask?
Like shooting guard.
All right.
Mostly.
All right. All right.
I played with 3. You know Jaylen Brown on the Celtics.
Okay. Yeah, and you have to change your activity. You don't play anymore professionally. I mean.
No, not anymore. Like injuries and stuff.
All right. I understand. That's hard.
Yeah. Just getting old.
All right. So believe me, I'm sure you are younger than I am. So you are not so old.
I come fast. I turned 29 last week.
Well, as I said, I'm older, really.
No, you look 22.
All right, fellas. So thank you for the time. Thank you for being here. I don't know what has happened with TeaTime. I'm not.
I just turned off the video.
All right. Don't worry. Not a problem. So as I said, thank you for following the channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the GU Masters newsletter and so on. As you know, every Tuesday and Thursday I stream at 7:15 Spanish time. And I wish you really a successful weekend ranked. And I think that nothing else this time. It has been a real pleasure. And well, take care. And I'm gonna check if there is anyone streaming, so we can rate. Well, there isn't, or at least of the players I follow. So well,
Alien Villager is streaming.
Not sure if I have his user here in order to. All right, let me check. Alien Villager.
He streamed all day today. Like 12 hours almost.
That's really a lot. So I stream just a couple of hours, between 2 and 3 hours per week, as I said, Tuesdays and Saturday and Thursdays, sorry. So let me try to make this raid manually. All right, so raid incoming. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye.
You turn it on. You raid?
Let me just